We're back here with another bit of comedy from the South and the basket of deplorables. Won't let me put basket in. So they can all make basket cases of us. Me being here in the South and Donald Trump making me white. I heard now I'm fully racist against all the Romans and I'm getting fired because I actually talked about what every single one of them has talked about in front of me, including the assassination of federal witnesses and everything else. And I go, you're not Italian like Robert De Niro and everybody. But, I just find it so funny since, they're not USA citizens and the war criminals here. And I go, can't we give the Mexicans just a break coming across? They're so sweet and kind. They just got to stop wearing political t-shirts. They're not comedians, they're not entertainers, but they're like something else that's special here. And we just look at it and go, please don't get political. We love you. Especially when we get to watch half of them up the road that have all their farmland and say, you red-skinned pieces of shit don't have the Constitution anymore. And in 1985, Ronald Reagan gave it to us. He's our Abraham Lincoln. And it's so wonderful whenever we get to get your slave ass to be out there and picking our tomatoes. And the federal government lets us write everything off on taxes. We just have to write for our tribute checks because everything's tax write-offable that we ever do. Then they start up everything and start putting the crematorium ashes from the body farm on the field. And you just go, my God, it looks like a little bit of Nazi Germany. And they're like, we're constructors. We take things from them as they die. They're extinct now in 1987 or something like that, they said. I'm not sure where that came up with funny, but I was going for dark comedy today. Considering it's part of history and them as white Protestant farmers and the fact that they learned how to spike, they can never be removed from the land now. And I'm going, yeah, whatever. Anyway, they didn't hear me. That there was like white people now with the Romans, that they developed a full white group, not just albinos that they can go back and forth with. Okay. I'm still dealing with this because, see how dark I am to this t-shirt? I remember whenever the media shows up, they don't like it because they're all naturally brainwashed. They all think about it. Can you all tell me here? Ain't Geraldo Rivera or Anderson Cooper there at the door? Yeah. Those people go cuckoo. It's like, that's not how I was raised. There was one of them that was down here, and they all ran for president, and they had never known that there was anybody except Zulu people that were black. And I was like, really? They can get the Nat Guard and everybody else called out just for the simple fact that they didn't know that, 3/5 of the slaves all came from, the rainforest. Good thing they never went to Louisiana. Did you just see all of them over there at Mardi Gras? They'd all turn into they'd either kill themselves, go crazy, or else just do mass shooting. I mean, thank God we got these new people out there, these cute little blondes. Not trying to say I do what was in Bombshell with them, but they are really cute. And I was just like, oh my God, they all just got married in the last year and I'm still single. I mean, they were our celebrities for the last 4 years, and that's what happened to the movie industry and everything else was everybody's just trying to go, which one of these anchor chicks do we want to get with? I know there's just 2 or 3 guys who are like, I just wanted to bang them all the time and go find someone else and bang them because there's so many floors in the studio area. And I was just like, uh-huh. But I just got to sit there and say, yeah, absolutely. The news has never been sexier. Must be why all the guys are so violently sadistic out there that I knew. It's like, it's not how I was raised. It's not you were raised. You're just brainwashed on there, or else one of the stunt doubles came over and was a secret agent and took your place because, sometimes you just got to be reporting, like when they have Tucker Carlson going out and looking up places, and it's CGI Tucker Carlson, and he's got a perfectly, actually just immaculate tan out there from it. Like he's been in Puerto Rico or somewhere, one of those like foreign areas that's still part of the USA, trying to decide if they're going to be or not. Probably helping rebuild some houses from that big hurricane and everything else, and just being nice with people on the weekends and doing some, week-long reporting and being like, yeah, 2-week vacation. It's good, ain't it? I'm just trying to say, you need to watch out for the media. At any moment, they could show up at your door and be like, it's not what I know America. I just report on this small, thin band of whatever it is because they have military reporters in these other areas. And we're editorialists. I know exactly what it is that I've seen and know and everything else out there with it. So whenever we come down with our 40 clips and everything else, that all now have to be in regulation. People bring carts of ammunition behind us so we can make the world how it is off of what we reported and know what is factually true. Because we had all the facts given to us, because we're not pretty little sex doll girls that have a teleprompter that tells us all the truth in the world. And I do religious services on so many days a week, and they never told me to go do anything because I did it, so it's all right. And I'm going, yeah, there's those 4 or 5 states that no one's ever reported on, kind of like how Iowa was, and they went out there and they shot all the PFCs and everything else because, I don't know, any reason. They were like Americans that came home and said, well, I'm not at war. I'm not in a war zone. That's not right. You're a war criminal. From Nazi wherever it is, we're shooting you and killing you in the parking lot. I'm not wearing my uniform today. That was too German. Gotta shoot them. They were war criminals. They're in the parking lot. Well, I know we're at war everywhere we go to, but, there's other people on call right now. Nope, too much like Italians, got to shoot them. Just got to get rid of them. Got to kill them off. Well, we're fighting oppression everywhere, and, I'm just home and I've done my 4 years, and I was taking a year off and seeing about, nope, that's too much like Nazi Africa. Got to shoot them. Must have been one of the white ones down there. They always say that they're black, but nope. Meanwhile, all the people out there, they came back and started chuckling with all the people that I know that were in Albania, Nazi Albania, basically, in Yugoslavia, and going on about how they were out there doing good and making sure that all the United States didn't have any chuckling things with it. And they all call them the Chuckles because they can go anywhere they want to. Come on, that's dark humor and irony. Anyway, media didn't report in that area, but then they found out YouTube was there, so then they quit. And they put some of their stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I don't think YouTube Mafia has shown up yet to try and go like, mainstream media. As soon as they do mainstream media, I swear I gotta get a full-size bulletproof vest. I mean, media just sits there and goes, I know everything, and it's like, could you imagine someone with the power to actually control all the media in order to try and utilize and harness that type of situation out there for it, and about how they just kind of go off and, I was in fear. You just want to look at them and be like, There's no fear in the Constitution. You were just killing society off to where it looked like what you knew of. Yeah, that's not called crazy paranoid delusions. That's called privileged of the people who don't have colors. Until Donald Trump showed up and said, I just want to make all the Native Americans white so they can actually learn how to, I don't know, something. You used to think I knew, and it's like they take the races of the world and they put them in this little group for a little while, they put them in this little group for a little while, and it's like you're trying to make them to where they can make what it is and stand on their own. And I'm going, okay, so go out and basically have all your stuff and then go completely catatonically fearful, and you kill anybody who's wanting to try and kill and take your kids. And then go absolutely angry, crazy, and never burn the jail that the people are in, but whatever seems to be historical if they want to kill your elders. And pretty soon, all the Native Americans, if there was any left in there, and I know I'm like, half of whatever Elizabeth May Warren is because I need to be extra, extra white. Because everything's about color templates and not having ancient races, because he's the 10 deadly sins, Donald Trump, and, 10 commandments, whatever it is. And Joe Biden's the 7 deadly sins. So you'll never do any of the things that you ever thought were pleasurable or anything else, and they're going to be removed from your society because you just can't do them. And he's just there to live it up and take that back with him for the pleasure site over there at Paradiso. With Donald. Being like, I made them all to where they wouldn't do anything. Then they'll elect Nancy Pelosi because she's a number 5 in their Masonic Lodge and can be put out there and make the new working society of America. Oh, wait, it wasn't reported on the news, so yeah. Wolf Blitzer wasn't there at my doorstep with automatic weapons. Media everywhere. Media. Thank God there's only YouTube here. I think I need to get off of here. Seems like there's a little bit of something going on. I'm not really sure what it is. Makes me feel different. A little jumpy, a little edgy. They say I just need to eat a lot more vegetables and vitamin C, and I'd get my lithium back to where it needs to be at. I won't have to take pills and look like a crazy person here. I was wringing my hands. Oh. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Like and subscribe. Share if you like. Coming to you from the very paranoid front. Out here wondering where the media is. Yes. We're starting up the presidential campaign too also. The media's everywhere.